Okay, this is Navy Old Salt Gamer. I've got a lot of changes, but I want to try and contact this guy first. There we go. Okay, so I got lots of time. I've been trying to get eggs, and I can't get a chicken or eggs anywhere, so I made my second ever enclosure for pressurizing a room for oxygen, and I've been trying for a day, and I finally got my first person that requires O2. So I'm going to bring him in here and hope that he has a fertilized egg. But basically everything else in the base is kind of the same. I've been doing a lot of trading. I'm up to 5,192 credits. The inside's basically the same. I literally for 3 days have been working on getting a chicken. And it's been they've made it very hard apparently. So this is the first oxygen customer I've got since I built my enclosure, so we'll see how this works. And I could just drop, okay, I can just drop, oh, I gotta close the door when he lands. Where's my switch? I put it up here somewhere. There it is. But I'll stand here until he, whoops, until he lands. I'm hoping this guy has a fertilized egg that I can afford. It's getting kind of ridiculous. I read on the Stationeers discussion board that the fertilized egg was 5,300 credits, 5,000 or 53,000 credits. I'm hoping that was a typo. But alrighty, so he's inside. So now I can he won't come out until the room is pressurized. So I'll close that. That should close the doors. And it did. So then I got to close this, and then I'm just going to drop some oxygen in here for now. I do have I was filling up my oxygen tank. Yeah, it's opening. It's going to take a lot. I only have to get it to 20 kPa, and then that's what they consider a breathable atmosphere. I don't know if I have enough to do that. We'll find out. I'm up to 6, but that's over there. Yes, if you come over here away from the stuff that's burning, it's only 3. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop it all, I guess. And then before he leaves, I'll filter this back into my system so I can kind of save it in my tank. kPa. I'm just going to drop the other 2 here too. It's floating up, so it looks like I don't have an air leak anywhere. And it is up to 9 kPa, so I would assume that I don't, and I'm out of ice. So without all that ice, only got up to 9. So I think I want it to be outward. Nope, I just sucked all the air out. So I want it the other way. There we go. This is hooked up to my oxygen tank, so it might take a while, but it will pressurize the room. Got to get to 20. I'm up to 11. I hope I have enough oxygen in the tank. I could go check real quick. I'm doing this one manually because I haven't hooked that up yet. I'm not losing too much air that way. How much oxygen do I have left in here? I had 8 megapascals. Ooh. I might have to go get more ice. Yeah, I'm only up to 12. I'm going to have to go run and get more ice. We can turn this off. And close this again. Alright. Gotta go get some more oxide. Oh, I've been mining like crazy in here. I don't know where there would be any oxide. Little holes everywhere. Is that oxide? That might be oxide. Could be cobalt though. That looks like oxide. Good. Oh, yeah. Okay. Looks like there might be quite a vein here. So. Meet up, where are you? I hope there's more than that. There we go. Oops, now I'm running into iron. Well, that was pretty disappointing. Oh, here's one. Go down a little further here, maybe. There we go. There's quite a bit of it over here. Oh, laggy. There's some gold. I just want as much oxide as I can carry right now. Soon. Let's drop that iron. I get enough of that. Need a little bit more oxide.
Power low.
There's some up there, I think. This is where I mine mainly. There and on the way here. I gotta watch where I'm walking. A couple more. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You're gonna leave me one or two short. There's one. There we go. Okay, now I'm full. Run in and drop these in the inside. Building this little box took about 3,000 steel. It's crazy. If you want to see how to build those doors, I did it in an earlier video, but if I have time I may go over it real quick here too. Close that. Open that. Alright, then we'll just start dropping. Might as well drop them all. And then I can, whoa, pump it into my tank. Hopefully that gets me up to 20. I don't have to do this again. There it goes. Okay. Give me a chicken or a fertilized egg, please. That's the wrong one. You don't have anything different so far. Well, we got some different plants. Oh, there it is. It's brown, so, and they're cheap, $2.50. I will buy 2 of them. Now the other eggs are white. Now, if I expose this to 10 centigrade, it kills it. So if this puts it in my refrigerated thing for very long, I'm going to have to buy them and run into my room and get that out of there. Hurry up. I gotta get that out of there. And usually if you go back one, nope, not this time of course, I'm in a hurry. Because this is a refrigerated one. This is what I've been trading. A lot of people want the IC chips, and they don't stack unfortunately, so they end up taking up a ton of room. Come on, come on. Where are you? Oh, there it was, I think. Yeah. Oh, there's only one. Well, I'll take that one for now. Okay, so I'm going to set this down in here. Decay in 9 hours. That better not be ruined. There's the other one. And then I have to close this door and turn the heater back on, which is under the floor here. I turned it off because I didn't have anything in there. So I just turned that on. The heater should come on and warm it up in there till somewhere in the vicinity of 35-40 degrees. I don't want it to get too warm. So this has a tendency to overheat. And I don't know exactly why. That one light must generate some heat. So once this gets to shuts off, I may open and close the door real quick. But the eggs won't hatch apparently unless they're incubated between 35 and 40 Celsius. And they won't go bad just sitting in here, but I don't know if that short time in the refrigerator did anything to it. But we'll see what happens. This better work. I've been trying to get eggs forever, and all I kept getting was white ones. And the greenhouse is still going good. I've hooked up a couple more of the houries, but I haven't gotten around to completely finishing that yet. 32. I'm sorry about the delay here, but I want to make sure this stays below 40 Celsius. Like I said, I may open and close the door real quick. I could turn this down a little bit, I guess, but maybe set it to turn off at 37. I'll probably do that after I get done here. Okay, so I'm getting pretty close to the range anyway. This is the first trader that sold these kind of eggs. They were all white in a egg carton before. So that's why I'm hopeful that these might be the elusive fertilized eggs. Doesn't say, but they were sold in singles, so that's a change. And I was trading for, like I said, 2 days, and then I talked to somebody on the Facebook page who was going to build a pressurizable trading room, and I was like, I should do that too and see. Okay, you can shut off any time now. There we go. That's acceptable, but I'm still going to do it real quick. Good. Perfect, because this light seems to warm it up. So there we go. Now we're good. Let me go finish up with this trader, see what she buys. I should change my suit battery 30% while I'm thinking of it. There we go. Okay, I'll close this one. I don't usually do these manually. Alright, do you got anything else interesting? I noticed you had some interesting flowers. Tropical lily. I know some of these flowers do interesting things. Now these being, are they the seeds? Or are they the actual flowers? You know what? I'll buy one of each. Just so I can look at them. And I got the money, so might as well. And any different seeds? I don't think so. I got all the seeds now. And what do you buy? Nothing that I'm interested in selling right now. Okay, so I'm going to close it. I can't depart it yet because I want to save all this oxygen. This is probably going to take forever. I don't know how fast this goes down. But you're just going to have to wait, lady. Sorry about that. If you needed a pressurized room, you're going to have to wait. I'm going to close that, open that, because I want to keep an eye on my tank. I don't know if this is going to be able to hold that entire room or not. Although I guess when the pressure, nope, because I got it injecting right in. So yeah, I'm going to have to keep an eye on this. And it's got some pollutants in it that are freezing. That could be an issue. I can fix that though. That's because it was open to the outside air. Is there any stress in these pipes? No. Oh, that's the wrong pipe. Very, very small amount. And I'll put one of those liquid valves on here to get rid of that. I'm not concerned about that little bit of pressure. I am concerned about the 9 megapascals that's rising very quickly. And all this is breathable, so it doesn't matter. That is not breathable. So unfortunately I'm getting a little bit of pollutant in my room. Nothing that I'm too concerned about, because I can do this now. Let me hook this pipe back up. I turned that off because I was putting oxide in there. So once this gets to 18, I'm going to run in and turn it off. That's the stress. 1%, we're still okay. So apparently I need another tank so I can hold enough air to just bleed it out. There we go. She's already back inside anyway. But I can turn this off now though. Now we're full. 19.5. That's pretty full. Alright, so let's flip the switch. That opens the doors, and then you can depart. Okay, good to go. And I want to bleed that pollutant out of there as fast as I can here, so I'm going to run in here. I don't remember what kind of valve it was. Oops. What was that valve? think it's under liquid pipe valve. That's okay. Turn that off. Oh, I can't do that yet. Getting ahead of myself. Gotta do that first. I think it's in there. We'll find out for certain. One-way liquid. Need a thing with a little dot on the top. That ain't it. Nuts. It's something to do with liquid. I'll know it when I see it. There. Nope, that ain't it. I'll know it when I see it. Nope. Nope. Liquid drain. There it is. Passive liquid drain comes from a liquid drain. That makes sense. I need a liquid drain. Okay. Luckily I have everything. I used up a lot of ores making that crazy box. That thing is very expensive to build, ore-wise. This should be what I need. It has to be on a pipe, so it's not going to show up. And I need to put that here, if I can. I need a liquid, passive liquid drain. That'll work. That'll work. And that should slowly get rid of the liquid liquid. There it goes. Yep, it's gone. Excellent. And let's check my chickens. What do we got? What do we got? They hatched. They need food. Wheat, wheat. Wheat, wheat, wheat. There we go. I got tons of wheat, I think. It wasn't wheat. Well, that was... What the heck is it doing? Now I gotta go back to wheat. If this makes my chickens starve because it's loading stuff right now, I'm gonna be angry. I guess I can eat corn, can't I? Alright, so first things first, I no longer need it to be 40 degrees in there. So we're going to go turn that off. And then I can open that temporarily, drop that. There you go. And I'll get you some wheat too here. I'm hoping they eat corn, but I think they do. Now stop interrupting me while I'm trying to find wheat. Oh! I know they eat soybeans too, but... Oh, for heaven's sakes. I gotta trade those things. They take up too much space. There we go. And it looks like they made them not trying to escape. Before they used to, as soon as you open the door, they'd run out of it. They're not hungry, right? Chick? Nope. That's our 23 wheat, 20 corn. Excellent. So there we go. I got my chickens. Now if I can just keep them surviving, we'll be fine. We got 20 corn and 20. It doesn't say they're hungry, so we're good. if that counts as organic waste or not, but we'll find out. All right. So that's, I like that result. So basically, it looks like if you want to get chickens, now you have to build this monstrosity over here. So you can oxygenate for the trader to come out, because I guess you needed an oxygen atmosphere for the chickens. I don't know. But I can turn all this off. I did start setting this up. I'm glad it wasn't 53,000 credits like they said in that one post. I was like, well, if it's 53,000 credits, I'm not going to be able to afford that for a long time. Save some power. I bought a big dish because, or I put a big dish up because I couldn't find any of the O2 people with the medium disc. And it still took me, I built this yesterday, I think. So it still took me a day to come up with a trader that wanted O2. But I've been in this suit for a long time. I'm surprised I'm not stinky. No, they're already full grown. Holy mackerel, they grow fast. So I should start getting eggs pretty soon. That was awful fast. Don't go outside. I don't know how much they eat. I think from what they said, they eat a lot. Doesn't look like they ate anything yet. 23 and 20 corn. I got lots of corn to feed them, though. I haven't been using my corn. What are you jumping for? Okay, as long as it doesn't say they're hungry and their health bar is okay. Excellent. So I guess that will be it for this episode, because that was my goal. Get some chickens, hatch some chickens, and start getting a flow of eggs. So I did make some pumpkin pie. I haven't eaten it yet. Am I hungry? I think I'll have some pumpkin pie in celebration. Let's see. Oh my goodness, 5%. So the pumpkin pie lasts for a while. And I got muffins and all sorts of stuff. I put my food that I've bitten into up here so I don't try and sell it. And I still got water in this crazy. I don't know if you remember, about 3 episodes ago, I was saying I was going to haul all the water out of here, and it just kept. I still got almost 6.5 liters in here yet. That's 6 more bottles of water. 6, 7 bottles of water. All right. I thought I saw an egg already, but it was the top of the corn. Now, I understand it takes a while. The process has been really slowed down. And now when they lay the eggs, they won't hatch at this temperature. So you're not going to have runaway chickens anymore. So no matter how many eggs they lay, nothing will hatch at 26 degrees. It has to be between 35 and 40. And if you're putting eggs in here and waiting and waiting and waiting, then they're not fertilized eggs, because how long did that take? I put those eggs in there, and 5 minutes later I had 2 chickens. So there you go. That'll be it today. Again, this is Navy Old Salt Gamer. I'm going to finish up hooking all these up. I think all I have to... Oh no. I screwed up when I put these down. That's right. I didn't use the data. So I'll have to rip these out. I got a bunch of seeds. I probably won't do the tomatoes. I can do those manually. They're so slow, it's not worth doing it. I think I mentioned this before. I'll go ahead and take these seeds because I can use it when I rip it out here. but hold the Alt key down. And why won't it let me do it all of a sudden? Oh, because I got that. There we go. And you can harvest things a lot faster. Alt key and hit the left mouse button. Nice and fast. Okay, so I'm going to throw that in there. I don't know how much room I have in here because it's pretty darn full. And nothing's been backing up yet. But now I'm going to, I think I have the C clear? Yeah. So I'm going to clear these out and put them, the data ones in here because I want to harvest this stuff automatically. I don't want to have to sit there and do that over and over. And I'll throw the seeds down there. Okay, again, this is maybe Old Salt Gamer. If you find this interesting, I finally got chickens. I don't know how much they're eating. I'm curious. One more check on how much they're eating here. Somebody said they eat a lot. Hi, chicken. They have not eaten any of the wheat yet, or any of the corn yet. So I'm going to take the corn because it's going to spoil if I don't. And I'm going to throw that back in maybe the refrigerator if I have a slot for it. Do I have a slot in here? I do not. You know what? That doesn't need to be refrigerated. Excuse me. I seem to do that every time I do a video. Okay, maybe Old Salt Gamer. Finally found chickens. If you want chickens in your world, build an O2 enclosure. I'll have to make sure I send a note to Cows Are Evil because I think he has chickens on his list too, and I'm not sure he's aware of that. And thank you to the one guy on the Stationeers Facebook page who said he was going to build one of these, and I don't know if I beat him to it or not, but it was his idea that cued me on maybe I do need an O2 one, and apparently you do to get chickens. The doors, I should mention real quick. Let me close them. This was the trickiest part of this. Again, if you want to build a room big enough for all of them, it's got to be 6 high. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's got to be 6 high, 9 wide. So 6 on all the edges and 9 across. Does that make sense? Because the big landing unit needs 9 this way and 6 this way. So what I used was the rolled top doors, and I doubled them up. You put one on the, use a large, you put one on the bottom and one on the top. And then with an incredibly simple program I wrote, and I'll show you that just so you can see it. I think it's like 8 lines or something like that. It's ridiculously small. 7 lines. Well, it's really 6. So here's the switch. I defined the hanger doors, and you get that from, I think they're called hanger doors, so let's just do doors. We'll find it that way. Here it is. Large hanger door. You want large hanger door. That's the number you need. You just left click on it, copies it to the clipboard, and then you define it to any name you want, and then paste that number there. And then when you run the program, you load the switch setting, and you save batch to your name, open R0. If you do R0, if the switch setting is 0, then the open door is 0, and vice versa. So if your switch is 0, the doors are going to be open, and if the switch is 1, then the doors are going to other way around. the doors were going to close. No, that's correct. The doors are going to close because 0, if I remember right, the switches, yeah, 0 would be open because the switch is not closed, as you can see. The switch is open. So that was a little confusing, but it worked out pretty well. So you just set the batch of your name to the R0 value, and it automatically opens and closes all of them because you're doing it in a batch. Pretty handy. Alright, again, Navy Old Salt Gamer, you have a good day. I shall see you in a couple days, maybe tomorrow. So I guess I could take chickens off. I got trade done. My list is done. But I kind of like this space. I might see what other things I can do. I'm going to use my sage grass, or switchgrass, whatever it is, to start making some fertilizer and going from there, since this is not a long video at this point. Chickens are done. Base decor is an ongoing process. I hate it when it does that. I'm going to change that to done. And let's add, ooh, where'd it go? Oh my. Why isn't it coming up? And this was a glitch that they said they fixed. It's not loading it. That was a glitch that they said they fixed. Well, I won't do that now. But I was going to add fertilizer on the list, but as you can see, it's glitching. And that was in the last patch notes that they fixed the data not loading back into the namer. And apparently, they have not. Okay. Again, if you like these videos, please subscribe and like. I figured out the puzzle of chickens. Good luck. I just use iron walls, iron wall type 1s. The big expensive thing was all the steel, because I built a runway, landing pad. Oops. Let's open that. But the doors, 25 steel each for every one of those doors, and I had to build 18 of them because 9 times 2. So 25 times 18 steel. I worked my poor little furnace off here overtime. You have a good one.